Yes, I didn't get tricked this time. Those guinea fowl led us straight towards the spotted thing sitting on the side of the road. How awesome is that? However, I do need to call the sighting in, so let me do that, please, very quickly. Let me see if I can get hold of anybody. I don't know who it is just yet. Also, I've lost my game drive radio. It might be Tingana, because it looks like a big cat. Now, any stations can copy me. I've got a male leopard on the dam wall closer to the Chitwa rooms. There's one on lock. 2 stations can make their approach if you guys can just take over. Thank you. Radio down. Listen to how upset the guinea fowl are. We should be able to see this leopard snarl too, because I don't think it's going to be very impressed. Look at that. Who are you? Is it Tingy? It is Tingana. I haven't seen him for such a long time. Look at that tail. That says, leave me alone, or else I'm going to chase you. He's very angry right now. He's not happy, because the guinea fowl are basically giving away his presence to everybody. Every single mammal out here will now know, and bird, even the hammerkop's joining in, that there is leopard here. Guinea fowl are bright. I don't know if they're brave or stupid. I haven't quite worked it out yet. I don't know if I'd be getting that close to a leopard, knowing what their charging speed is at 24 meters per second. That makes for quite a pretty picture, don't you think? Do I feel an illegal snap coming along? Maybe. I think I have to do one, everybody. Oh, right. It seems as though Steve has got a surprise of his own. Let's not waste any more time. My man. I hope you mean like a homie. I don't know. But right, it is a leopard trifecta today. Very cool. And a cat that I have not seen for a long time. Well, Tingana, you've managed to ruffle many birds' feathers. The guinea fowl, the hammerkop are shouting in the distance. And I don't know who else is going to be bothered by them. You're looking rather old, and I don't mean that in a bad way, Tingana. You just look like you've aged a lot. I think you've had some stressful encounters over the last few months since I've been gone. You hear those hammerkop. That's so cool. Oh, no. And then, yes, apparently, well, Rexon was also telling me that Tingana was sick. What was wrong with him? Well, hopefully he's not feeling so under the weather anymore. I hope not, because he's a lovely cat. But sometimes you need to take a bit of a rest and move away from society and reality and, just take a break. So perhaps that's just what this man needed. I mean, he's not a young boy anymore, and especially with these upstarts moving on in that are a couple of years younger than him, will definitely have a bit more energy, although he's got experience on his side. So we must not forget that he is a very experienced cat, and he knows this area very, very well. He'll show the youngsters a thing or two, as long as he's fit and healthy. So I haven't seen him obviously standing up. He's just laying down at the moment. Those big paws. Hopefully if he stands up, we'll be able to figure out if he's had a meal or not. And I also don't know if anybody's copied my message, so I'm going to find out on the radio. Let me call Sheldon quickly. Sheldon for Tayla. I think everybody went to the west to see those wild dogs that were down on Arathusa, if I'm not mistaken. Standing by, did you guys copy my message about the male leopard on the dam wall at Chitwa? Gobby, can you just take over the sighting? I'm not sure if there's anybody else that wants to join in. There we go. Now I've officially handed the sighting over. Basically did the equivalent of a dine and dash on the radio. I did tell everyone where it was, and it's an easy spot to find. So there's one other car coming to join us. I think it might be Harley. I'm not sure who actually was having a chat with me. But this is really amazing. I've seen, so let's go through who I've seen. So when I first got back, I got to see Hosanna. He was the first leopard I saw. How amazing. And I believe that you hadn't seen him for quite some time either. So that was quite nice. And then I got to see Hukumuri, the new male, who is giving this fella a run for his money. And then, of course, now Tingana. Next on my list is Tamba. Although I would really like to see Thandi and her little one too. So maybe I'll be looking for them in the morning. We'll see. Everybody's had the most amazing sightings of this little bundle of joy bounding around. Oh, I wouldn't mind seeing Shadow and not Barbara. So either one of those other cats would be fine with me too. It would be really nice. I wonder where Hosanna is though. It's maybe why Hosanna has moved away. Oh, I know you're all a bit sad. Sorry, I'm just shuffling in my seat. I know you're all a little bit sad about Tingana. He isn't looking as glamorous as what he normally does. But that's normal. These types of things happen. You know, they are strong 1 minute, they take a knock slightly, but they recover quickly. Right. Thandi seems to be sort of out in the open, and Steve's got another view of her, so let's see what mission she's going to take you on. Who's still fast asleep, having a snooze. I'm sure he's enjoying the cool breeze that's flowing over him now. There's a little bit of a breeze. It's actually quite pleasant because it has been exceptionally hot out this afternoon. But he doesn't seem to be too worried about the heat, and I'm impressed that he hasn't got any biting flies on him, because I've been covered by them most of the afternoon, and especially since I found Tingana. Maybe I've lured them away from him and on to me. But I'm still wondering and hoping, I'm hoping that he does get up and show himself, because I would like to see what type of condition this boy is in. It does make me sad. Of course it would make me sad to see a cat that I've spent such a long time with to sort of not be well. He doesn't seem to be unwell at the moment. I know he's going to get annoyed. Senzo, look, he's coming back. Can you see? The guinea fowl. Oh no, now they're flying. Off they go. They decided to take... Oh, they probably just realized, oh, we have wings. We can do that. Woo! Nicely done, Senzo. Nicely done. There's a few more that haven't decided yet if they are going to fly overhead, or perhaps they're going to try and walk past him and shout at him again. You must get a headache having guinea fowl, and so many guinea fowl alarming right next to you. Oh, it's like they went to go and call their friends. Shame, Tingana. Round 2 might be on its way, and I apologize in advance for those birds. He has got his eyes open. I think he's just hoping that they don't come near him. He's listening to them now. Now, Benoli, you're wondering how far away is Tingana from Hukamuri? Well, as the crow flies, I'm just going to guess here now, maybe about 5 kilometers or so, something like that, maybe 6. I don't think it's particularly far, in fact. Look at him, he's going, oh, for goodness sake, can these birds just please go away from me? I'm just trying to have a nice afternoon nap before I have to go and mark my territory. So I don't think Hukamuri and Tingana will be meeting tonight, unless Tingana goes marching on over straight onto Djuma, and then most of the time he ends up popping past Vuyatila Dam. Then potentially they could meet. Otherwise, I think they might leave each other alone. I just don't know where Hosanna is, because the last time we saw Hosanna was around here. It was 2 days ago now. So we'll just have to wait and see what actually happens out here. Again, Tingana seems to be a gentleman in terms of tolerating the young boys. Perhaps he knows they're not too much of a threat. And here come the guinea fowl. Right, well, keep your fingers crossed that this lot decide to fly over and not bother this poor boy anymore. He's put up with him for quite some time. But off we go back across to Steve with a beautiful Thandi. And he's on the move. Well, he stood up. There you go. He doesn't look too bad, in my opinion. I mean, he's a little bit on the slender side. He's not as big and bulky as what he normally is. But that, of course, you know, happens when they haven't had a meal for a little while, is that they lose quite a bit of weight. But it won't take much. He's looking down towards the dam. Do you know what I think he's going to do? Maybe he's a little bit desperate, and he's going to try and take advantage of perhaps one of the waterbuck, maybe one of the Nyala, the impala, bushbuck, that all like to live around Chitwa Lodge. And I always say this, the animals that live around lodges become completely blasé about what's really going on around them. For instance, look at those warthogs we saw today, how casual they were. didn't even look at us. And there is an Inyala bull too, walking in this direction. We're not going to be able to see it, unfortunately. It's very far away. I think Tingana has actually spotted it. The only issue is, though, is that if he goes through the electric fencing to get into the lodge, we're not going to see him anymore because it's quite dense. But that Inyala has actually walked off now and slowly coming in this direction, probably about maybe 80 meters away. But you can see how his attention is fixated in sort of an easterly direction. Let's hope the guinea fowl have all left so they don't give away his presence. My money is going to be on Tingana tonight. I want my money, but my side, I'm going to be choosing Tingana, and I hope that he gets a meal. Sorry, one of you antelope species, please sacrifice yourself, because this beautiful boy needs to put on a bit of weight. But I think he's fine. He'll be okay. He's just sitting down. Patient man, this is. He's a big cat. He's not quite as big as the Anderson male, but he's definitely got a massive dewlap. I'd love to see him again with a full belly, just to really prove to everybody how big he is. Now, I'm being eaten alive by mosquitoes at the moment. And back down again. Nina, you're wondering if leopards develop cataracts just like humans do? Possibly. I can't say that I've ever seen a cataract formed on a leopard. I'm just trying to think. I've seen a leopard named Warthog Wallow. She had an injury to her eye. But other than that, no, I haven't really seen it. So it wouldn't surprise me if they could. But I'm not 100% sure to that answer. Perhaps Steve or Scott might know. The only thing is also is there are a couple of other guides. Sorry, I was trying to swat the mosquitoes that have now devoured my legs. I was silly. I didn't put any bug spray on. Always put bug spray on. Not a clever idea. We are in a little bit of a limited area, and I know there's quite a few guides that are wanting to come in now to have a look at Tingana too, because I don't think he's been spotted for a few days. When I spoke to Sheldon earlier today, I don't think he's seen him for a little while. So I passed on the message to him just to let him know that he is around. They should probably come and have a look. So I think what we might do is we might make some space in this limited area and let everybody have a little squiz before, well, he disappears. I think he might be joining the guests for dinner tonight on the deck at Chitwa. But it's been nice to see him, and we'll come back and we'll follow up here first thing tomorrow morning. But I'm going to send you back across into Djuma to Steve to see what Tandy's up to.